What's up, Striper Man, Sandman, Grace? What's happening? Just out playing with the new mower out there. Finally got the Jacobsen back. I'm gonna bring the Jacobsen over. Check it out. New lawnmower. Jacobsen. Green King 5. I finally got it back. I bought it a while ago, and it's been in the shop for like forever because it had some freaking issues. Who's here? Live chat. Drone Madness in the house. Sandman just got done watering the Reno. How's the Reno going? Shortcut Lawn, what's happening? Why am I using 2 lawnmowers? Why not, Grace? Why not? I have lots of lawnmowers. 6 of them, actually. 7 of them, I think. Just using 2. So I just got the Jacobsen right here, back from the shop. So I got it. I picked it up super cheap, and so it had. That's right. Striper Man 2 is better than 1. So it had some problems. There, turn around. So I got this mower. It's not turning around. There we go. So I got this mower, right? I thought I got a good deal on it, and so I couldn't get it to cut paper or anything really. So I went to go, I went to go tighten the bed knife, tighten the reel to the bed knife. Yeah, need 2 in case 1 goes down. So I have 2 more in the garage, so I had better gas powered. So I have 4 in case 3 go down. My video stream is bad. Hold on, Drone Madness. So I couldn't get the reel to bed knife clearances right. So I went to go tighten it, and I found out that this stupid bracket right here on this dumb Jacobsen had a crack in it, so it couldn't tighten. And then it needed a new bed knife, and then it needed to be sharpened, and then it needed like a bunch of other stuff. But now it's sharp. The reel is super sharp. I just got it back. So I just got it back. And the reel is in great shape. It's nice and sharp. And it mows super good now. Yeah. I thought I'd go live. It's been a little while since I've been actually on here. But yeah. Look out. It's like the first time I'm using it. That was a terrible stripe. But it does a pretty good job. Not too bad. So what's been happening, people? Pull the plug on the reel over the winter sand, man. Why are you doing that? Oh, so it looks pretty good, right? Oh, so let's switch this around so I can see y'all on top for a little bit. How does it compare to the Toro? So the Toro is an 8-blade. This is an 11-blade. So I mean, they're both sharp right now, so they both cut really well. One of the things that I like about the McLean, well, so I'm not in love with the McLean, number one. Lawn care addicts, what's up? Pull the trigger. Oh, yeah. Pull the trigger on one, man. Get a freaking reel mower. Yeah, so let me take you over to it real quick. So, pros and cons. Number one, I talk about the cons, right? So the freaking adjustments on this thing are a pain in the butt. So, let's look at it. Of course, it didn't turn around. So, Jacobsen, Greens King 522. Like I said, these stupid brackets, apparently, so that's the way that you tighten or loosen the reel to bed knife clearances, are these brackets right here. You adjust them. And the issue with that is they have really, really bad problems, and apparently it's pretty common with cracking here in these corners. So right down in the corner, mine was cracked. So I never in a million years would have gotten it tight on there. So this one's an 11-blade, Israel. So another really interesting thing about the Jacobsen is, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but if you're familiar with reel mowers, I guess it was so you couldn't tighten it and bend or warp the crappy design, because apparently they have issues with them falling off. Is the feedback up? Are you live again? Am I up? Am I back? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah? Did my stream die? It said I'm back. It's laggy. Sorry. I'll go close to the house to get back on the Wi-Fi to see if that'll help. But yeah, so it's held on by magnets, which is kind of interesting. But apparently it's a terrible idea. But yeah, I mean, it cut. You guys can see the yard. It cut really well. Hey, lazy, what's happening, man? Yeah, so it cut really well. The McLean, man. Yeah, so it cut really well. The McLean or Jacobsen did a really good job. So one of the interesting things that I thought was interesting about the old Jacobsen is it doesn't. So it's kind of like a mix between the Toro and the John Deere. So the Toro has just the lever to engage the reel, and the John Deere has a bar and a lever to engage the reel, but the Jacobsen just uses this lever. So when you push this lever, that's all you need to use. That's your self-propelled. So I thought that was interesting. Oh. Am I still there? Can you guys see me? Is my stream dead? I'm gonna try connecting to the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Am I back? Drone madness. Joe. Man, I'm losing y'all. Like 9 of y'all are the only ones here. Is my stream good again? I'm good. So what's up, people? What's everybody got going on now that it's starting to cool off? Edwin, what's happening, man? How are you? We're good. Striver Man. Everyone goes. Hang on. Sorry. Everyone go subscribe to Striper Man. Striper Man did the most epic rap of all time on his channel the other day. It was awesome. Go show Striper Man, all 8 of you that are here, show Striper Man some love. So yeah, so I just finished filming. I did a comparison video between all of my different reel mowers. So that's why I had both of those reel mowers out here. I've actually been fairly surprised with how good the Jacobsen worked. How long did it take me to level my front lawn? Grace, that's a good question. So I've only leveled my lawn once. I need to do it again. I don't know when I'm going to. I should do it like soon before it gets too cold here in Utah. But I did it in a day. It took me most of the day, and I only leveled my front yard. Frez, yes. Mike, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, so I only leveled my front yard, Grace. It took me, like I said, most of the day. It was a pain in the butt, but honestly, it was the most rewarding thing that I've done to my lawn so far. So if you're reel mowing or if you're rotary mowing, I think you can benefit from leveling your lawn just in general. It's totally awesome. It seriously is going to be a huge change to your lawn. Yeah, so I don't get, Grace, good question. I don't get any scalping. Like there's nowhere in my lawn that scalps because I leveled. So how much sand did I use for the front? So my front lawn is about 2,500 square feet. And I used about 3 yards. So about a yard per 1,000. It needs to be leveled again. It helped a ton, but it needs to be done again. So I think you can plan on about a yard per 1,000. What's up, George? What's happening, man? Frez, yes, man. You're too nice. Too nice. You haven't been around on the old YouTubes lately, though. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, so leveling was like the most beneficial thing that I've done to my lawn. It helps so much. Family life, I hear you, Frez, yes. I hear you. So yeah, what's been happening? What has been happening out there in YouTube land? The 14 people that are here. Indy, what's up, sister? How are you? Shortcut. Yeah, shortcut. I don't. Is shortcut in here? How was Avis? Good. Yeah. So what's up, people? Not very many. Maybe. So yeah, dude, freaking Joe, that flow zone is awesome, huh? I am very happy with the flow zone. It is a great backpack sprayer. I would definitely highly recommend that. I'm glad you like it, especially after trying to build my sprayer to copy mine that didn't go well. It's not going to be done by you. Oh, dude, Joe, it is so much better than the Chapin. Like, way better than the Chapin. But I mean, it's a lot more expensive than the Chapin, so it should be. Well, yeah. So I haven't tried the Ginger Mod. I need to tell him to get me one. Looks pretty sweet. So what's everybody doing in their lawn? Anybody got any exciting projects going on right now? I need to aerate and level again, but I don't want to because it's a lot of work. But I need to. Look how good the lawn looks, by the way. Let's change this around. Look at that. Look at that. What's up, Cheyenne? And doggy. George says, bringing the height of cut down for fall. Yeah, it's definitely getting to be fall around here. We've started to get snow up there on the old mountains. Yeah. So Grace says, when are you going to give away the PGF complete? So I'm thinking, I'm like 20 subscribers away from 3,000. So I think once I hit 3,000, I am going to do some giveaway stuff. I've got some PGF complete to give away. I've got some starter fertilizer to give away. I've got some other stuff to give away. I've got some shirts and hats and all kinds of swag to give away. So yeah, once I hit 3,000 subscribers, so make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, which I'd imagine all 15, 17 of you have. But yeah, and then I'll figure out a way to do a giveaway and get some stuff out. So my height of cut is at 1/2 inch right now, Mr. Joe, Mr. Drone Madness. Since it started cooling down, I bumped it back down to 1/2 inch, and I really like it at 1/2 inch. I think it looks really good. Yeah, Striper Man is 2,800 subscribers away. So make sure to go over to Striper Man. He's got a big giveaway at 3,000 subscribers. He only needs 2,800 more to get there. And he'll be giving away his house or something probably. Let's see. Sandman has been busting it out. Neighbor did a reno and the aerator. Yeah. No, we're cooling down over here. I'm glad to be out of the 80s. Yesterday the high was like 55. Today it's like 60s. But yeah. Grace got the lawn aerated and seeded last week. Oh, awesome. Hey, Narwhal Andy. Hey, sweet girl.
Turn around.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Miss Indy is going to be a narwhal for Halloween.
Guess who I'm gonna be? Mavis. Mavis from the movie Hotel Transylvania 3.
There you go. Now you have an update on what my kids are going to be for Halloween. So during peak season, go away. During peak season, when it was like in the mid to high 90s, I was watering every 3 days. Now I've bumped it down to every 4 or 5 now that it's cool. And I may not even need to water it that often, honestly. Moving from Florida to New Hampshire, looking forward to KBG. Drone Madness, that's a great idea. Should do a Halloween or a Halloween lawnmower decoration contest. That's a great idea. You should be Hank Hill. That's awesome. Alex, what's up, man? How are you? Thanks for coming by. What are you eating?
Starburst.
Where'd you get a Starburst from?
From Ava.
Oh.
She was nice. Is the video even still going?
Go away. Go away.
Bye.
Stop. Yeah, that's a great idea, Drone Madness. Let's do it. Dress your lawnmower up for Halloween. Halloween. Things are good, Alex. Things are good. No, Jeremy is not calling. I don't know. I haven't heard from Jeremy. Jeremy hadn't been around. Yeah, Connor could put a big mustache on his triplex. Although he hasn't been using the triplex very often. I think he really just likes mowing with the 1600. So yeah, what's been new, people? It's been a while. I haven't been live like this in like a month. You don't have nobody's seen Jeremy of the Greener Lawn. He's not on here. He's fixing his lawn. Yeah, he could be fixing his lawn. I don't know. I haven't really talked to Jeremy since he went to Hawaii. You know, Mr. Moneybags going to Hawaii. He was there for like a month. Must be nice. Brian just got the Greensmaster 1600 yesterday. Tell me about it. Tell me about the 1600. How much better is it? You cut the front without measuring the height of cut. Like, how bad was it? Was it super short? Giant, stop. Go away. Go away. Go. Go away. Shy. Stop. Stop. Go. 5/8. That's not bad though. I mean, at least it wasn't like super short. When was the last time you fertilized? I fertilized a week ago. I put down PGF Complete because it did so well in my backyard. I went ahead and put it down on the front and the back. So I put down PGF Complete, and it's looking good. I think it's a good fertilizer. Works good. I really need to come up with a game plan on how to use some of the other stuff to put it in like different yards that need some help to see how it does, because that's been like the biggest complaint that I've got about when I put down fertilizer is everybody's always like, well, your yard already looks good, so how do we know that it's a good fertilizer? Close the door. So yeah, thanks, Joe. They're good kids. They're a little crazy, but overall, pretty good kids. Stop being so weird. Oh, I lost it. Is it back? So yeah, what's everybody's big plans for the fall? Out of the house. How would that be? I don't know how it would be to have kids out of the house at this point. Oh, yeah. You guys don't have a lot to say today. Just drone bandits hanging around. Yeah. Well, nobody's got anything they want to talk about. Nobody's got any big pressing questions about the new Jacobsen mower that I got over there with the Greens Master. The beautiful lawn going on. Don't look at that flower bed. It's not doing so hot. I need to recut that in. Yeah. Which one do I prefer? As in, which mower do I prefer? The Greensmaster. The Greensmaster 1600 is way better in my opinion, but it's a 26-inch, and that's what I'm used to. Is the only way to slow down the speed to not have it at full throttle? Yes. So the way that real mowers work is that the throttle controls everything, because it's all controlled by that single output shaft. So when you have that output shaft spinning slower, it spins the reel slower, and it also spins your rear drum slower. But the good thing about that is the blade is going as it's spinning just as many times, no matter how fast you're going. So it's spinning the same amount of times every time you go a certain distance, whether you're full throttle or super slow. The same distance is going to cover and spin and cut the same amount of times, if that makes sense. I'm not really saying it right, but it doesn't affect your quality of cut, because you're not worried about with a real mower, you're not worried about how fast the blade is spinning, because you're not trying to cut like you do with a rotary mower. You're cutting like scissors, so you can go super slow and it still will cut just as good, if that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. It made sense to me. Did that answer your question? Hey, thanks for coming, Joe. How is the spot doing in the back? That is a good question, Grace. I have not done anything to it, so it looks the same. I meant to get some seed Um, I meant to get some seed and seed it. I just haven't, and my window is closing rapidly. Thiago, curious. Do you have plans to meet with Doctor from PGF Complete? So I do not have any plans to meet Doc. I would not be opposed to meeting Doc, but I am not planning to meet him. And I mean, yeah, I don't have any plans to meet him. And PGF Complete, I don't, it's an Anderson's product, so it's not necessarily Doc's product. Do you think I should get a new California trimmer for my first reel mower? Or should I find a used something else? What's the better beginner reel mower? That's a great question. So I was actually, I just finished filming a video where I compared all my different reel mowers, and I'm going to talk about that in there. But if I was to recommend something to somebody getting a first reel mower, if you're thinking about spending the money for a brand new cow trimmer, how much is a brand new cow trimmer? The lawn channel. That's a good question. I think you should get a Greensmaster 1600. So if you're gonna spend the money on a brand new machine like a McLean or a Cal trimmer or a True Cut, all of those are well over $1,000, right? I think you would be much better suited getting a professional reel mower. And if you're going to get a professional greens mower, I would stay with either the Toro or the John Deere. And the reason being for that is if you go to any golf course out there, the mowers that you're going to find on those golf courses are going to be Toros or John Deeres almost exclusively, sometimes Jacobsens. But really Toros and John Deeres. And I've got a good friend who owns a Toro distribution outfit, and obviously he's biased towards Toro, but he says the same thing when it comes to John Deere's as well. He says that he always recommends, if you're going to buy used, buy a Toro or a John Deere. The Jacobsens have a lot of other moving parts, and they're not necessarily engineered as well. And the Toros and John Deeres are just so similar. They're just quality, easy to work on, not many moving parts. So if you're gonna spend $1,000, honestly, I would buy a used greens mower, not a cow trimmer. But I've never used a cow trimmer, so they may be all right. But that's just my opinion. JD, what's happening, man? Thank you. I appreciate the nice compliment. But does that answer your question? JD says cow trimmers suck. Worse than me. Yeah, I would absolutely get the Toro or the John Deere over a cow trimmer or a McLean or a True Cut. There's parts about them that are interesting, but really go with the greens mower, and you're gonna be so happy with the greens mower. Cause so here's the deal, y'all. Look, you're not going to get this quality of cut out of a cow trimmer. You're just not. You're not gonna get that quality of cut out of a McLean. You're gonna get that quality of cut out of a greens mower. That's just how you're gonna do it. I was really close to buying a McLean before I before I got the Toro Greensmaster 1000. And luckily Connor talked me out of it. John Teague, why do I suck? That's a good question. You'll have to ask Connor. That's a question for Connor. He's the only one that'll be able to answer that. But yeah, so Connor talked me out of, I was super close to buying a McLean, and he was like, so like I called him, I'm like, hey, I found this McLean, it's like $200, I'm gonna go pick it up. And Connor was like, you freaking idiot, don't buy a freaking McLean, it's a piece of freaking crap. And so the rest is history. So here I am, 4 greens mowers later, and they're fantastic. You cannot beat the quality of cut out of a greens mower. You just can't. They're just so much better. They leave, Caleb, what's happening, man? They're gonna give you the stripes that you want. If you're looking for stripes, if you're looking to dominate your neighbor and make your grass look so much better, greens mower is the way to go. It just is. They're so nice, and they're made to be used the way that you're going to end up using a mower. Because if you're mowing under an inch, you're going to be mowing like every other day, every 3 days tops, sometimes every day if you feel like it. And I just don't think that those homeowner models are meant to be used that often. That's my opinion. Now, a lot of people do start on a McLean or a True Cut or a Cal trimmer. But I say save your money and don't buy one, and just go ahead and go straight to a greens mower. John Teague says 0.4 inches Tiff Grand mowed once every 7 to 8 days. Heavy PGR with T-necks and pack low. Wow. That's impressive. Grace says, did the repairs on the reel mower cost more than the price you paid for it? Yes. So I recently picked up the Jacobsen Turf King 522 or something like that. It's a 22-inch Jacobsen. I picked that up, and I have more money than I care to admit wrapped up into it. And I didn't even really wanted it. I didn't even really want it. I just wanted to do a comparison video. Oh, I've seen you on there, Mr. John Teague. I've seen you on the Lawn Forum. I don't go on there too often, but I have seen your stuff. See, everybody's got these different names on the Lawn Forum, and then on YouTube and Facebook. Like, people send me a message on Facebook, and I have to apologize. I don't know who you are because I know you by a different name on YouTube or somewhere else. So it's hard to keep up with everybody. Like, I talked to a guy at the meetup last Friday, and I was talking to him forever, and I felt really bad because he knew who I was, but I didn't know who he was until he told me his username. And I'm like, oh, now I know who you are. So, yeah, it's hard to keep track of everybody's different usernames and stuff. I'm doing every day or every other day with the rotary, and I got a Fiskars. And you hate it. The Fiskars, man. I've heard good things about the Fiskars. Sometimes it's nice to get on the manual reel mower and get out there and just mow with the manual reel mower. There's something nice about it. It just kind of like connects you. John Perry style, you know. Rob said, hey Brett, did the Flow Zone sprayer come with a fan tip nozzle? No. So the Flow Zone comes with 3 different tips. It comes with a 15-degree tip that's that's basically a fan tip. It's just a wide, a 15 degree, just like on a pressure washer. And then it comes with a 0 degree pin stream tip. And then it comes with a cone nozzle. So those are the 3 tips that come with the Flow Zone. But the Flow Zone is awesome. Like, it is a great sprayer. I have been very happy with the Flow Zone. I really, really like the quick connect tips on the Flow Zone compared to having to screw on tips. I have too many obstacles, which is why you're waiting on the gas power. What kind of obstacles? What do you mean? Matt, Roadhouse is on. Gas. Sandman, what are you talking about? You have too many obstacles. But if you're on the fence, Rob, if you're on the fence about getting a Flow Zone, get one. Like, just pull the trigger. You'll be super, super happy with it. I really like the Flow Zone. Like, really, really. Here comes my neighbor driving by, and he has nice cars. I have lots of lawnmowers. Somebody's got their priorities wrong. No, it's not a kit car. It's I think it's a 98 Viper, I believe. Bushes and such. You've got a lot of bushes. Yeah, bushes would get in the way. I could see that being a pain. That's what I'm saying, George. That's what I say. Rather have mowers. I have too many lawnmowers, though. Like, too many. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, so the Chapin 20 volt. I've had the Chapin 20 volt for 2 seasons now, and it's honestly a decent sprayer. It does its job. It's not a great sprayer. Mine leaks out the top. Like, if you put in when you get it up to 4 gallons, it leaks out the top and gets all over my back, and yeah, it's just kind of a pain. Striper Man, thank you. I just got that Jeep. I traded my truck for that Jeep. So, thank you. I like it. It's not quite as nice inside as my truck was, but I really like it. I've always been a Jeep guy. I've had like 4 other Jeeps, so I always come back to them. Yeah, I got rid of the F-150. I don't know. I just didn't do truck stuff with it that often. I wanted something fun. Cheap plastic interior. Yeah, I mean, it does have some plastic stuff in there. Mine's the Rubicon, so it's got all the bells and whistles. It's got leather seats and stuff. I've been happy with it. I've had it a couple days now. I really like it. I've always liked Jeeps. My kids love it, and that's the big thing. My kids like riding in it. So, yeah, it's been fun so far. So thank you, Striper Man. Yeah, so Matt, I had a 15 EcoBoost. That's what I traded for that. And I really liked it. I mean, it was a great truck. I didn't have any issues with it. But I don't know. I get tired of vehicles too fast. It drives my wife crazy. Should have bought Hoovie's Raptor. I don't know. I've watched Hoovie sometimes. I haven't watched him a lot. Was he selling a cheap Raptor? I didn't want a Raptor. I wanted a Jeep. I'm in like Jeep Mecca, just a couple hours north of Moab. Gotta have a Jeep. But yeah, so I got a Jeep because I want to run, and it's fun. Put a tank sprayer on it. George, I don't know if you've seen my lawn before, but I don't have room for a tank sprayer. Hey, Indy. Indy.
Dinner's ready.
All right, come in.
Go eat. Crazy. Yeah, I've always liked Jeeps, man. Like I said, I've had like 4 other Jeeps, so this is like my 5th one. I've just been a fan of Jeeps. Need to step my game to a truck. The minivan, man, the minivan will do pretty much everything a truck will. But yeah. The lawn channel. Yes, I am. And I know the game just started. So I do need to get off of here. So yeah, Rob, how do you feel about PGF Complete versus Carbon X? That is a great question. I feel like they are both really good fertilizers. They both do a great job. I don't know that I could say that one is better than the other. They're not. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't say that like, oh man, PGF Complete is so much better. Or, oh man, Carbon X is so much better. I mean, it's really whatever floats your boat. I think they both did a good job. I've been happy with the results in the back. Been happy with the results in the front. I feel like they both work. I don't know that one is better than the other. Hey, everyone, go over and click on Striper Man and hit subscribe. He's putting out fun lawn content, just fun stuff. I love whenever I see a Striper Man video pop up. How about X Green? Sandman, yes, I do need to check out the Reno vid. I will do that. How about X Green? I have not tried X Green. I mean, I would imagine it's good stuff. Like I said, it's something I haven't used. It's an 818, so it's a really light fertilizer. I think it would work kind of similar to Milorganite. Yeah, dinner is ready. If you were doing a Reno, bare ground, need the yard ready for October 19th, and obviously need PRG, Champion GQ, United 5C. Matt, that's a good question. I'd have to see the label on there. Are you going to do a monostand? Or are you going to do a blend? Because that's, I don't know that I would go monostand with just perennial ryegrass. But that's completely up to you. It might turn out really good. That's a good question. Thiago, do you do soil tests? I should do soil tests, but I have not done a soil test. I have always been of the opinion that your lawn will kind of tell you what it needs. And that's kind of why I mow my grass barefooted. Hey, Trevor, what's up, man? How are you, sir? All the way from the land down under. You're never late, man. You're not late. I'll take you whenever you get here. Yeah, I've never soil tested. I actually bought 2 soil tests. They're sitting in my garage. I just never used them. Is PGF Complete versus Carbon X safer for your pets? I think either of those products are safe for your pets if you use them correctly. Uh, most everything is pet safe these days in the lawn and pest industry, as long as you're using it within label. Um, you should obviously never go off label when you're applying fertilizers or herbicides or pesticides or anything like that, especially if you've got kids or pets. I mean, really, in general, obviously, label is law. You should follow the label. Um, but when it comes to safety for pets and kids, I don't think either of those products aren't safe. I've used them both in my lawn, and I have a dog hanging out in the lawn, being lazy, and I constantly have kids running through the lawn as well. And I haven't had, none of my kids have grown an extra foot or leg or anything like that. But yeah, I think either are safe as long as you're using them correctly. Hopefully that answers your question. Another subscriber for Striper Man. There we go. Good on you, Scott. You will not be let down. Striper Man is doing it right. My dog is protecting the lawn. Oh, Eli is the man. Although I don't know that he would actually do anything if someone was to do anything. So there's that. And he didn't freaking protect the lawn from the random dog that peed on the front yard and killed a spot. So not a great job there, Eli. He's just lazy. But he really likes the shortcut lawn. He doesn't like the back as much. He likes to come out here in the front and lay in the grass. Did that answer your question? Who asked me that question? Kent, did that answer your question about the PGF Complete and Carbon X? Hopefully. Click the thumbs up button if it did. Yes, Nathan, subscribe to Striper Man. Thank you. Oh man. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm gonna go watch the Georgia game and edit some video because I have a lot of video to edit. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Nothing? That's right. F Notre Dame. Yeah. I hope I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for smashing the like button and all that jazz. I will see you next time.